So you want to be successful, huh? Well, there's one thing in this world that has the ability to change our whole life in an instant. You know what it is? It's action. So first step, you just need to make a decision. Ask yourself this. A year from now, 5 years from now, what are you going to wish you did today? The secret to getting ahead in this world is first getting started. You can't let fear stand in the way of your dreams. You cannot think, oh, what if this doesn't work? If you believe enough in the process and the end result, success is going to come to you. It will. You just got to be willing to see it through to the end. But first, you just got to jump in the deep end, man. And once something goes into motion, it stays in motion. The process itself feeds the fire. You can't be trapped by fear. Limits like fears, they're illusions. Disregard.
It's important for people to understand you don't rise to the level of your expectations, you fall to the level of your preparation. As a strongman who's competed internationally, I learned that very quickly and had to respect that in every contest I entered. And that's something I try to put into every athlete I work with, like Denton Daley.
My name is Bongelli, and I am Denton Daley's strength and conditioning coach for his upcoming fight with Kalinga. I met Denton a couple years ago. Him and his coach, Sid Vanderpool, came into my gym, and they were interested in talking to me about their strength and conditioning program, what they were doing, and if I thought there could be anything improved. We had a long talk in which I did think there were certain things they were missing, and they ended up offering me a position to work with him over the next 4 weeks as a trial position, and I ended up accepting that, and here we are. If I were to say someone did have the internal constitution of a champion, it would be Denton. Currently, Denton is ranked, I think, second in the world, but he is a champion in waiting. He's a prince waiting for a crown. The qualities that will make Denton Daley a champion are dedication, resolve, and most of all, the ability to sacrifice. Denton's ability and willingness to sacrifice is almost unmatched, and that's what it needs to be for someone who wants to achieve where he's going. You have to be willing to pay the full fare on your trip to wherever you're going, and sacrifice is the currency success takes. So one of Denton's main gifts are his physical gifts, and those he comes by extremely honestly. I also work with his mother, Claudette Daley, for example, who, despite never having trained before, came in and was outdoing women half of her age the first day.
Denton Daley is my third child. He's my second oldest, and he's, I guess as most mothers would say, he's just Denton to me. Denton was just one of those kids where, you know, just always kind of knew what he wanted to do at all times and just did it. I mean, most high school students look forward to getting the summer off. My son would go to summer school, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. I think boxing stuck to Denton because Denton is one of those people that love the challenge. And I think, as I said, he's done football. Maybe he didn't find the challenge there. He's done basketball. Maybe that didn't do it for him either. And I think this really does it for him. And now it's just nice to see him pushing one step further with this fight coming up in November, which of course I am so nervous about, but I know he's gonna do well. I know he's gonna do well, you know what I mean? Because the thing I learned in life is once you put in the work, you're always gonna get the payday comes along somewhere along the line. And then I can breathe again. You know what I mean? I can breathe again, and I can hug him again once I see him walk out of that ring without a scratch. It's so funny. Ever since Denton was like maybe 7, 8 years old, he would always tell us, I'm not dying for, he says, I'm gonna be somebody. So this is the thing. So with Denton, it's kind of hard to say where he's going. In terms of his boxing, I know that he's worked so hard. He's put in the time, you know, I mean, for the time that he's been in boxing, it's not a long time, but for every minute that he's put into it, he has put 150% into it. And I think that, not because he's my son, but I think I'm going to see him walking down the street and people are going to be saying, "Hey, champ." That's where I think he's heading.
Success. Do you just want to fight, or are you starving out there for it? Stay empty, stay driven, stay hungry.